Lovelies, and welcome to Koi. We've got another fitness class set up for you guys. Super excited. We've got a low flow, low restorative aerial yoga class. Nice and easy. Please make sure that your rig is set up securely and safely. We are going to have it quite low today. So you want it about a foot and a half off of the ground for class today. And then with that said and done, I think we should just jump straight on into it, I guess, at this point. Right, we're going to start with our warm-up. So we're going to come to the back of our silks. Holding on nice and gently, we're going to push forward into a child's pose, opening up the knees, width of the mat. And we're going to squeeze all the way forward. It's going to be nice and low, relaxing those shoulders. Taking a nice deep breath in here. And rolling up through the spine. We're going to rotate from side to side. Good. And releasing forward again into that forward fold, almost child's pose. And relaxing, taking a nice deep breath in. And rolling up through the spine. I want you to grab your silk with your right hand. One hand, we're going to release forward. We're going to thread the needle. So our left hand is going to come underneath. You're going to reach forward, twisting that spine, opening up beautifully over there for our thread the needle. And releasing back out. We're going to go over to the other side, holding our silk with one hand, releasing underneath and twisting. Oh, hello. I think I needed this one too. And releasing back out. We're going to progress over into a side stretch. So holding on with your right hand, we're going to open up to the side, reaching nice, big and over, grabbing hold of your fabric into that side stretch, making sure we're bending at that side and not dropping the hips in. So we're really opening up this side over here beautifully. Good. And we're going to reach over to the other side. Beautiful. Good. Coming back, we're going to push forward one more time. Nice deep stretch in those shoulders, really relaxing and flowing back up. We're going to release onto our glutes. We're going to go into our mermaid sequence. Let me come through on this front. I think it's going to be easier for you guys to see on the video. Okay. Right. Oh, looks like I'm cutting a whole chunk out there. I guess I'm going to have to edit this now. All right, so you're going to face your silk nice and easily. You're going to pop one foot in, other foot in. You're going to have 2 feet in. You're going to roll through the spine, down onto your mat, lying down. We've got our feet in our little mermaid sequence. And we're just going to rock the legs from side to side, allowing the lower back and the hips to relax as much as possible. Good. I'm going to take a leg stretching sequence to start off with. I'm going to bring our right knee into the chest, squeezing nice and tight. Taking a deep breath in. On exhale, we're going to extend the leg, arch of the foot facing the ceiling, rotating that ankle. Good. Bringing that knee into the armpit. So you want to grab hold of your knee and angle your leg outwards. So you're getting a little bit of an inner thigh stretch over here. Good. Bringing the knee back into center, taking a deep breath in. On exhale, extending the leg up. You're welcome to hold the leg wherever you feel comfortable, if it's back of the thigh, back of the knee, or at the ankle. So we are still in the beginning of our class, so you don't want to be overstretching those hamstrings just yet. Just a gentle wake up stretch for here. If you need to keep that knee slightly bent because it's too intense on the hamstrings, please do so. We're going to pop that leg back into the silk, reaching for our left leg. We're going to bring that knee into the chest. Deep breath in, extending up, arch of the foot to the ceiling, and rotate that ankle. Drawing that knee into the armpit, giving it a nice good squeeze and a hug. I think on my next studio, I'm going to make sure that the ceiling is a bit more exciting. Oh, you know what would be cool? Projections of like fish or butterflies. Bringing that knee back into your chest, taking a deep breath in and extending that leg up. Holding it wherever you feel most comfortable. Okay, so unfortunately my sound cut out halfway through this video, so I'm popping in on the voiceover. So you are continuing on to stretch that leg with that arch facing that ceiling. You can lower that leg back into the silk, and we are going to be giving our legs a little bit of a shimmy and shake. Really allowing those hips to relax, allowing the legs to relax. We're going to go ahead and start bending our knees. You're going to make sure that your core is beautifully engaged, so belly button to spine, really bringing in those ribs as tight as you can. And then we are going to be lifting the glutes off of the floor. So you're really pushing down into that fabric, keeping the legs as straight as you can, lifting the glutes up off of the floor. You're going to hold it right there, squeezing the glutes, really rotating those legs out, and lowering down onto the mat, giving those legs a nice good shake out. We're going to be doing this one more time, so really squeezing those glutes, drawing them up off of the mat, belly button to spine. Really taking a moment to feel this in your body. And lowering those hips down. I want you to bend the knees and straighten the legs. So it's kind of look like a froggy position, bending the knees and squeezing them back down, making sure we got pressure going both ways, pushing those legs down, really activating those muscles, squeezing the glutes and the legs, giving those legs another good shake out. It's probably one of my favorite things to do, shake my legs on this. Right, placing the arches of the feet on the hammock. We are going to be bending and straightening our legs from here. You are really going to push into the base of that silk. So pushing, extending the legs, straightening them, bending the knees. You are going to lift the hips if you feel comfortable over here. This makes it a little bit more challenging. Otherwise, keep the hips on the mat, and we are just bending and straightening those legs. Moving on to the next exercise, keeping those arches in the silk. You're going to push down on the silk, lift those hips up, keeping the knees bent, really squeezing the hips up as high as you can, drawing the belly button to spine, making sure you're taking nice deep breaths in and exhaling out. Drawing those legs out of the fabric. You're going to roll over onto your side and you're going to push yourself up into a seated position. You can give your silk a shake out. So we're going to be using a full fabric from here on out to finish the class off. So you're going to expand that fabric as much as possible. You're going to go ahead and grab hold behind of you. You're going to grab hold about 4 to 5 grabs of fabric, and then you can take a seat into your silk. We're sitting nice and comfortably over here. We're going to be starting off with a short swan dive sequence. So you want to make sure that your feet are covered by the fabric here. We are going to be drawing our hands towards our feet. So reaching forward, doing a forward fold, reaching forward for those toes, taking a nice deep breath in and exhaling out. We're going to draw our arms to the back, so outside of the fabric, pulling the thumbs into the fabric. You're going to draw that fabric down to the hips. You're going to release back to anchor in, grabbing hold of the fabric nice and high, and we're going to slide down, being conscious that you are a lot closer to the ground than what you might usually be, so your shoulders will hit the mat first, making sure that you're tucking that chin as you slide down. You'll feel that upper back and shoulder hit the floor, and then you can relax the arms in that position. You can give a wiggle here if you feel comfortable, otherwise you can just enjoy the small little stretch that we have over here. Going ahead and lifting those arms up over your head, reaching for the top of your mat and drawing them back down, and reaching up over the head and drawing back down. And one more time, we're going to grab hold of the silk and pull ourselves up, and we're going to reach forward into our forward fold. This is your moment to take as many deep breaths as you feel comfortable with. Really enjoy this moment as a reflective space. We're going to go into our swan dive once again, reaching at the back for that silk, anchoring on our hips, holding up nice and high, tucking that chin and sliding down until we reach the floor. You can pull yourself back up, reaching forward one more time on those reaching for those toes, sorry. We are now going to be kicking our legs out of the fabric. You're going to be twisting over to one side, doesn't matter which side, whichever you feel more comfortable with. You're going to be grabbing one side of the fabric with both hands. You're going to lean back and you're going to kick a leg over that silk pole. And this is going to position you into a lotus position, so our floating seated position, floating straddle. And you can take a moment here. You're going to push with your feet from one foot to the other foot and giving a bit of a swaying position. From here, we're going to reach over to one side. So reaching over to the side of your leg, allowing that side stretch to really deepen. And reaching over to the other side. Coming back into the center of your fabric, you're going to grab hold of either silk in front of you. With both hands, you're going to push the silk away, rounding that back into the back of that silk, really making a nice, beautiful round shape, C shape with that spine. And then we're going to go ahead and pull the fabric towards our chest, and you're going to arch the back. And pushing into the back of your fabric. And pushing back into the fabric. We're going to draw 1 foot into the fabric, and this is going to be like sitting cross-legged, but we're going to draw the other foot on the extended part of the fabric. You're going to straighten that leg up against that resistance of that fabric. You can straighten or bend this leg as much as you need depending on where your hamstrings are at the moment. So having that leg nice and straight or slightly bent on that fabric, you're going to then bring it down into that cross-legged position, and we're going to draw the other leg up into that extended position. Again, as straight as you feel comfortable or slightly bent if need be. Allowing yourself to float in this position and just really breathing into that space. You can then go ahead and remove your feet out of that position and sitting back in your fabric. We're going to bring those hands forward to those toes. You can allow yourself to rock forward and back. Just taking a moment to gather all our thoughts, giving it a nice good breather. Give those shoulders a little bit of a roll. And this is it, ladies and gents. I hope you enjoyed this aerial yoga class, a little low flow express class with a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of training in there as well. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give this video a like, subscribe if you want to join in for more fitness classes. Definitely give that body a good shake and a good wiggle all the energy off. See you on the next one.